Okay, so last time we went over quickly, I know, some basics of Autocad, and it's yet to be seen how well that's going to work. So I'm just going to continue on, and what I'd like to do is just show you a few more details. One is layers. Everything here, we've got several layers, but I believe that I've put everything on layer 0. So if I highlight everything, I do have some things that are not on layer 0. So I would like to get everything on layer 0. So let me highlight everything and we'll see if we can do that. So I highlighted everything, and if I just go up here and click on layer 0, hopefully then everything is on layer 0. Now I tried to delete the other layers on this title block but wasn't able to. So they're there, and at least they have different names. But if you want to go into the layer manager, you click on layer properties, and here it is. Let's see if I can delete like e-power. I'll hit the delete button and it deleted. Let's delete electrical, and that deleted. See if I can delete electrical, receptacles, tags, and I don't want to delete text, so I think I'll let text there. Let me show you how this works then. So if I hit escape now, if I go back to my drawing, well, maybe I need to, I'll X out here. So let's say I want to put all my text on the text layer. So I think I'll put that on, and we could grab all this stuff and put it on the text layer, but what I want is to just put, so what I'm doing is I'm just hitting those items, like the name, the drawing number, and I'm going to go to text. And so now if I go to this drop down window and I hit the turn off layer, or that little light bulb there, they go away. Okay, and so I'm using a scroll mouse, so that's how I'm scrolling in and out. If I hit my scroll and grab, I can pan. There's right click, there's left click, and of course left click to the left and left click to the right. I'm not sure why it's doing that funky shape, but I am currently on layer 0. So if I draw a line, and now I'll hit the escape button to get rid of that, it's on layer 0. Okay, if I want to put something on the text layer, so I'll turn the text layer back off. I select the text layer, and if I put a line on the text layer, you'll notice it still says text. If I turn off layer 0, everything goes away but that stuff. Turn it back on, and if I turn on if I turn off the text layer, yeah, we'll turn that layer off. That's okay. So my text layer is off, okay, which is my current layer. So we'll turn them both on right now. And you want to be kind of paying attention to what layers that you're working on. So I'm going to go back to layer 0, and so we're going to stay on layer 0. Okay, now, so I'm going to go ahead and draw a circle. There's all kinds of things you can do. We are just touching the surface. But I do want to try to hopefully get you to the point where we can create some drawings, at least a power plan and a lighting plan here in the National Electric Code class. So a couple of the things to highlight things, I think a good property to know also is line weights. And so if I go, so let's say I highlight this line and I go to properties up here, I can change a couple of things. I can change the color, I can change what's called the line weight and the line type, and that's what I wanted to show you. I wanted to show you a couple of, I don't use a lot of different colors, but I did want to show you line weights and types. So right now it's by layer, and we'd have to go to the layer manager and find out what it's set to. But I think I've got this set up so that I can make that like a 1/2 millimeter. And so there you see that it's a bigger line. And I could take the square and I could change that to still a bigger one if I wanted to. Let's go up to 1 millimeter width. Okay. And then there's also a button down here where you can turn line weights on and off. And I don't remember exactly which one it is, but maybe we'll find that. Now, if I want to change a line type, so let me go grab another line here. Okay, and I'm on the default layer, so that's going to go by layer. And what if I want to change the line type? So I go to Properties, and what if I want to make that a dashed line? So let's go to the dash. Let's just use dash right there. Okay, so I'll select that line and go to Properties, and I want to make it a dashed. Okay, and there it's dashed now. If I hit Escape, oh, that's kind of interesting. We didn't get the whole thing as being dashed. So I'll just, oh, looks like I might have an extra. Probably had an extra line on there. So there's dash. Now I can, I think I can double click that and it'll open up the Properties box. Maybe not. I'll right click on it and right click on it and go to Properties. Let me do that again. Let me get out of it. So I'll select it and hit right click and go to Properties. And I can change the scale. Let me grab this thing and bring it to the center. I can change the scale on the line type right here. So if I make this 0.5, let's see what happens to it. Okay, it made it smaller. If I make it 0.1, okay. So sometimes the scale is so small that it doesn't look like it's even dashed. Kind of like what I did there. You can barely see that it's dashed. So you can go back in and change that. And I'll put it back to, let me see what 0.5 looks like. That's pretty good. And then I can also make that into a heavier line too. It's really good to know how to do heavier lines especially when you're making changes to plans. You can highlight changes. Okay. So I think that's the end of this presentation, and I'll put together an assignment now.